Hello, I am the Happy Joe and welcome to my first ever LEGO Star Wars review. It is on the brand new Droid Gunship. This is the second version of the Droid Gunship we've gotten. The first one was very rare since it was a Walmart exclusive and was only sold for a few months. So I'm glad they re-released it because in my opinion it's one of the coolest Star Wars ship designs in the prequels. And it certainly looks very cool in LEGO. As well as the new gunship, we also get the first new Chewbacca in like 13, 14 years, so it's about time we got an update. And then some kind of generic figures. So without any further ado, let's go straight. Okay, so the first figure is the 41st Elite Corps Trooper. These are brand new to this Star Wars line, the Winter line. But you can get two of these in the battle packs, which only cost $11.99, I believe. So it's not particularly special in this set. Though it is a very cool looking figure, with all the paint camo details on the helmet and the torso. Got very detailed torso. There's the back. Here's the front. And we also get leg printing, which is always really nice for LEGO to include on Clone Troopers. They've only recently started doing it on all Clone Troopers, and it looks really cool. It adds much more. If I remove the helmet, we got the basic live-action Clone Trooper face that was introduced last year for the Summer Wave, for the Attack of the Clone sets. And here's a closer look at the new mold for the Trooper helmet. I'm not sure if this is used on the new version of the Scout Troopers, if this is the same mold. But it looks really cool. There's some detail on the breathers there. Printing's really nice again. Got the camo printing. And you don't have to just use this for Kashyyyk. You can use it for any kind of like forest planet. Like Endor or something. And you got the unique green visor as well. I thought I'd go over both the droids at the same time, since they're not new or anything, they're nothing special. We've been getting these molds for years now. But it's always nice for army building to get droids, and since this is the Droid Gunship, it makes sense to include them. The only figures the original Droid Gunship came with was, I think, 4 of these guys. And I wish we did get a few more battle droids, since it is the Droid Gunship. But I think this is an okay selection. So there we go. Only one of them comes with the blaster, and this is the one that you put in the cockpit, which I'll show you later. And now the figure that some of you might even be buying this set for, and the one that you certainly want to see in this review, and that's the brand new Chewbacca. It's been 14 years since we've got an update, so it's about time. Now, when I saw pictures, I wasn't hugely looking forward to this figure, mainly because this printing on the front of his face looks very light in all of the photos, and it just didn't look like Chewbacca. But now I have it in hand, I like it much more. It's much darker than it looks on camera in person. He comes with his bowcaster, which isn't very accurate to the films, but maybe one day they'll make an actual mold, but this isn't the day, unfortunately. Now, this is a brand new sculpt for Chewbacca, completely new. I will compare him to a previous Wookiee in a second. This is all one big piece here. It's just a blank torso. And you can slip this on any torso, it doesn't have to be a special one. And he also gets some leg printing, which is nice. And unfortunately, I don't have the original Chewbacca at the moment, but weirdly, I have the much rarer Wookiee soldier to compare him with. Now, even though the printing is obviously much more primitive on this guy, since he did come out much earlier on in the LEGO Star Wars line, I think he does work alongside them, because of course all the Wookiees look different and everything. So, I think it's nice. If this set really could have done with some Wookiee soldiers, all of the Kashyyyk sets really should have done with them. But of course that involves making a new mold, and you don't want 2 new molds in just a 45 pound set, so I understand why Lego didn't do that. But I would have much rather had a Wookiee soldier instead of the Elite Corps Trooper. So that's it for Chewbacca. I'll give you one more look at his back. The mould is clearly much more detailed than the old Chewbacca. Again, sorry I haven't got the actual version. There we go, the brand new Chewbacca. Okay, so now on to the set itself. When you're looking forward more to the set than the figures, I think that's always a good sign. It's getting more and more common these days with Lego sets that you're buying it for the figures rather than the set itself. But since, if you're a fan of Star Wars Lego, this is a ship that you can use in pretty much every battle, in the prequel trilogy anyway. And I absolutely love this head design. I think it looks so cool. It's probably my favourite part of the set. Like, you got the 2 eyes and these ball cannons that are used all the time in Star Wars sets. You got these tusk pieces here, which are new. I've never had one of these before. It's probably been used in the Chima sets, I imagine, or Chima, however you pronounce it, which I don't collect, so I don't know for sure, but... So this is, the head is actually the cockpit area, which is a bit weird, since the ship itself is a droid. You get this really cool printed piece here. Hold on, I'll get that in focus. The control panel is actually a picture of the AT-AP, which is another set in this winter line. It's one of the more expensive ones. So that's a cool way of advertising it, and it shows that this set links with that set. I think it's a very useful piece that you can use in many ships, or even droid bases, I suppose. And in the cockpit, of course, you can place your Super Battle Droid. It's just a smooth piece there isn't a seat or anything. So you just slip him straight in, and he just goes in like that. It's very basic, there's nothing very special about it. And you can just close that up, nice and cozy. And here's the main big bit. This is really cool looking. For the first 2 bags of building this set, it was like building an alien flying saucer. But it's really cool, really sleek. Here's 2, I'll show you this. Oop, just spoiled one of the features. I'll get to that in a minute. Here's two of the stickers here to represent the engine. And then we got another sticker here. I'm not sure what these are. I don't recognise them on the actual ship. It might have just been added to the Lego design. We got another sticker here. Just that little blue square there. And last stickers here. You also got these weird arm things. I'm not sure what they're for. Just extra detail, I suppose. What's really cool is this grill piece here. You can kind of see it there. Kind of makes it look like there's some kind of turbine in the middle. Just adds more detail. I think it looks really cool. You got these flaps here. There's one on each side. And what there also is on each side, which I spoiled just before, is one of the new spring-loaded shooters that have just been introduced into this new Star Wars line. They're a pretty cool design, I like them. Here's what one of the missiles looks like, by the way. And these actually fit into minifigures' hands, and if you're not a purist, you could cut the end of that off and use it as a red lightsaber blade, I suppose. The way they work is... I'll try and get you a good shot of what the block piece looks like. That's what the piece looks like, this 1x4 here. And you can just push it, and it'll shoot straight out. Oh. There we go. So that's how those work. It's a pretty cool play feature. I think young kids would enjoy it. So let's look at the underside of the ship. Now, it is a bit unattractive because of all the studs, obviously. But there isn't really a way to fix that without putting in loads more pieces, which make the set a lot more expensive. You got the landing gear here that makes it easier to stand up, like that. So you fold them down just like that. And you'll notice these 6 bombs here. And the main thing that the Droid Gunship does is kind of do bombing runs on the battlefield. and you might have seen these Technic bits back here. And you pull on these. What's good is they don't fall out, because there's a rubber piece in there that's restricting them from just slipping open. You got to actually pull on it, and it'll release the missiles. So I'll try my best to show this to you effectively. So just pull on it back, and there you go. They just fall out like that. Now, to make them fall out like that, you got to have the landing gear closed, and if you don't have the landing gear closed, I'll show you now. If you don't have the landing gear closed, you kind of got to thrust the ship a bit to make the missiles fall out. And there we go. It's these pieces here that the missiles are connected to. In the speed build, if you slow it down a bit, you'll see me putting these pieces in. And that's pretty much it for the whole set. We get quite a lot of features, which is good. I'm not going to put all those in. Give you a shot of the whole thing again. There's the awesome looking head. Side view. Sorry, bumped the camera there. And view from the back. Okay, so that's it for the set, guys. I really have nothing to complain about. I love the design of the set. It's all smooth and sleek, just knocked over a super battle droid. There we go. You get quite a nice selection of figures, although I think it could have been better. For the price, £45, we could have done with a few more battle droids, I think. Or at least replace the Scout Troop with a Wookiee Warrior, maybe. Or include another Scout Trooper and call them Scout Troopers, 41st Elite Corps. I would definitely recommend this set. It's very useful for if you're a fan of the prequel trilogy and LEGO Star Wars, you should definitely get it. There's lots of features, so I think if you're a younger LEGO fan, you'll really enjoy it. Try and show off the features now. Nice shot. Just took out everyone. Yeah, a lot of play features. I think young kids will really enjoy it though. Remember, don't shoot your peers in the face, like it always says in LEGO instructions. 2 new spring-loaded shooters. You get the drop bombs. You get brand new Chewbacca, who's exclusive to this set. It's a must-buy. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe to join the Jarrell clan. Comment what minifig selection do you think should have been in this set, and are you going to buy the set? Does it appeal to you? And do you hate the prequel trilogy? Let me know all these things in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.